Welcome to my daily podcast challenge. In this today podcast, I have the topic of parks. So without any further ado, let's get to the main point today. The first question, are there a lot of public gardens and parks in your city? So actually, Fuyin just has a handful of public gardens and parks, and they all leave a little to be desired because of the run-of-the-mill facilities, not various or fresh flora, so on and so forth. But we're on the way to revitalize and modernize our parks, so now they are all free, but in the future, I think that some will charge for admission, which I think is not outrageous at all. The second question, what are the benefits of having parks in a city? So, in my opinion, parks are among the most integral urban infrastructures. As you know that pollution has reached alarming levels in cities, so parks are more needed now than ever before to provide fresh air and more than that. On top of that, given the scarcity of land in the overpopulated cities, so parks give people the much needed space for recreational activities. Like you can jog, you can do everything. If nothing else, I believe parks significantly improve the appeal of a city. They really help balance the concrete jungle in metropolises. The third question, do people in your country like to exercise in public places? Absolutely, yeah. If you're taking a stroll in the 30th of April quarter, you can tell that Vietnamese people in general and Fujian citizens in particular really have a thing for exercising in public. Well, people start working out at the crack of dawn in parks, public gardens, and around the beach as well. And you can see all sorts of workouts there. I have to admit that I'm really into riding a bike and going swimming with my grandma, especially in summer, so I can observe all of these activities. Obviously, we can jog, of course. Old people, especially in my area, really love doing Tai Chi, which is a form of ancient Chinese martial arts. And you can also see some younger guys doing calisthenics too. And it's really invigorating watching people exercising in public, I have to confess that. The final question, do you go to parks when you were a child? Of course, yes. Now parks aren't places that I frequent anymore, but they were a huge part of my childhood. To the best of my knowledge, there were usually musical performances there, and my parents used to take me to parks almost every week. And the parks that I often went to had many interesting things, like merry-go-round, which is spinning when I'm sitting on, and it's flat and round. Also seesaw, having balance point or slide, or monkey bars, which I like most. And I would while away the whole morning there without fail that I could enjoy foods from street vendors, and those were really the good old days. I really miss that. So that is the end of our podcast today. See you.